you. I'm so addicted. I'm so addicted to making love to you, baby. All night long, baby. All night long. Oh, yeah. Good loving body, rocking, knocking boots all night long. Making love to retire to the break of dawn. But oh, come on. Come on and turn the light down, and let me get on it. On top. Cause when we do just me, it'll be so right, so right, so right.
I'm just fitting, yeah, I'm just fitting, I'm just fitting. This shit have been on my mind for quite some time. I gotta put the shit on the line. I'm just fitting, yeah, I'm just fitting.
You don't even try to like do what they're doing.
I gotta practice.
I want you
I
to
don't know.
lady.
I'm just trying to get something in the middle.
Baby,
It's driving me crazy. So won't you come
you should be able
on?
to hear the best.
It's only it's like
Welcome back.
it's not in your mic.
Welcome all
Give me
the
some
way
beats because I
the
want
hell
to connect the
back
next what you call.
get you a long
to another
cord.
episode
my shit over
of
here.
Dropping Dymes
how much they
podcast.
come.
My name is Byron,
I'm Wallace.
And I'm Brandon.
Hey,
and of course, we are the Dropping Dymes
we here, baby.
podcast.
They got them on Amazon.
Drop Right after
We appreciate you
We do.
you want to listen to it.
for letting us in yet another week.
What's your name?
Them, they.
I appreciate you.
For letting us in just another week, man, to let us come do what we do. For letting us borrow a little bit of your time, borrow a little bit of your space, like just this little corner of space. To let us do what we do, man. We come in and we talk, we share, we offer our experience, we give our thoughts, and we hope y'all it can kind of get your mind going. Hopefully we say something, drop a dime here and there so that you can pick it up, put it into your piggy bank of life,
Yes, sir.
and cash it in at the right time, man, when life gives you an experience or something.
Right
and you
time.
can think back like, man, them dudes said something similar.
I'm trying to fill your pockets up, man.
So
So it all makes
what
sense.
he said.
thanks for letting us come do that.
Yeah, I'm not getting the beats. That shit was too much. I'm gonna have to go to the website.
So I'm not getting
No, you can afford the $300, right?
No.
We talked about the earrings though.
Yeah, that's earring too. So nah, not for headphones.
They actually functional though. The earrings don't do shit.
How much them cost? I'm gonna get them.
These 64.
I might get the $82 one.
They got noise canceling.
Okay.
the whole
I can tune you out.
Cause he said he could barely hear himself in them bitches. I need some shit I can hear myself in.
You gotta try these on before you goddamn condemn them.
I'm going off of what you just said.
But I'm me, not you.
So I can hear a little better than you.
Shit, probably. Goddamn big old Dumbo ears, my king.
I'll take that. That nigga just gave me an elementary joke.
I was wondering.
I gotta let him have it.
Dang, I'm gonna stay there then. I'm gonna keep
Welcome back to another episode.
Welcome back to another episode of Dropping Dymes.
We missed each
Let them
other
just
too.
have their moments, man. Let them have their moments. They do miss each other clearly.
For these kids.
But it's a question of the week.
It's a question of the week.
It's the question of the week.
We back
Time
to
for
it.
the question of the week.
What is it?
What's your favorite
What we
color?
got, baby?
He said, "What's your favorite color?"
Purple.
Purple. Is your
Really?
favorite color.
Yes.
I ain't know that.
Shit.
Damn.
I just thought you like LSU. That's the only reason I got that purple.
Oh no, purple my favorite color.
For real?
Yeah.
That's what's up. Red is probably my favorite color, though.
I assume it was somewhere around there.
What about you, bro?
Why did you assume? the people want to know.
Yeah.
Why would you assume that?
There are some historical opinions and thoughts and possible facts that might support that.
Yes.
That's all I got. My favorite color is blue. Light blue.
That's
dark,
the only color
navy
he can
blue.
see.
Exactly. I told them boys in the huddle today, I said, we need the plays to be blue and black. Because I can see the blue.
And they was like, "That's too close." He was like, "Blue."
Hey, look, it changed the whole thing for me.
Go sky blue.
That's what Gio said.
That was it.
To me, blue is different than black. That red and black.
Now when you go up that bitch trying to, when you late to the 10.
That red and black, he be like, the red one.
What red look
Which
like
one's
to
red?
you? Huh? What red look like to you?
I don't know.
That man like he like the person that gotta cut the wire on the Bond movie.
Cut the red one.
Cut
Which
the
one's
red
the red
wire.
Which one's red?
That's
Everybody's
funny.
dead.
Hey, in the movie, they always get it right.
Give me here's a good one. I know we just did some color shit, but like Jesus Christ, give me your top 3 favorite movies.
Why are we going 3? I can do 3. I can
top
do
3.
3.
I mean, we could go 5.
No. Not,
But 3 for the 3 for the time. You know what I'm saying?
top 3. V for Vendetta. Remember the Titans. And Inside Man.
What about yourself, my brother?
Them are good too.
Not 3.
I don't know that first one.
V for Vendetta. Yeah, that's a dope movie.
Yeah.
I gotta go Coming to America first. My shit like in the same fucking category.
Yours gonna be some comedy shit.
I gotta go Coming to America. I gotta go Life. And I gotta go Harlem Nights, dog. Like, I got my dog in them, clearly. But yeah, that's every day. I can do them every day. Every day.
But you picked 3 movies with
I do.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, that's my. But I do have an honorable mention. Dark Knight.
Batman.
Yes.
That's the one with Bane.
That was the
Joker.
one before that. Yeah.
Okay.
Everything.
Yeah. Hey, any weekend of that or the next one with Bane that come on
Yeah, them two,
FX.
yeah.
Just shut down. I got 2 hours.
Yeah, Bane made the shit different. That nigga was
I
different.
was
though.
born in the dark.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
merely adjusted to it.
Yeah. I can do them for anytime.
Yeah, I'm with that.
But I like, of course there are other great movies that I like that's, more suspense and shit, but them, yeah.
Why?
Why what? Those 3?
Yeah, I mean, they in the same genre. Why you like them?
Comedy.
Just like the
I
last.
get a little comedy, I get a little bit of everything, but mostly the comedy, dog. Like, you ain't laughing, what the fuck you doing?
Is that what you look for in a movie? Is comedy?
Not every movie. No, not every movie. Inside Man, love fucking Inside Man.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a genius fucking movie.
It was.
Italian Job.
Yeah.
Love that movie. I like the Oceans because you get a little bit of comedy.
I did watch one of them last week.
Yeah, I like the Ocean. I'll go the first one. Whatever they stole the egg on, I don't really like that one. So I'm gonna go the first one and then the third one, I think. Yeah.
Okay. So 11 and 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's cool.
What about you?
Man, mine is it's this movie called Revenge with Kevin Costner. Some old shit, but it was like where R. Kelly got the concept for the download videos with the Mr. Biggs and them niggas being out in the desert.
We just want another route. Kevin Costner and
R. Kelly.
Yeah,
Mr. Biggs.
It's the concept for the videos though.
I just feel like all of this is before me.
Yeah, right up probably about when you got here.
Okay.
But I was introduced to it. I was introduced to it by my father. My father introduced me to it, man. He was like, if you and your girl ever having a problem, you watch this motherfucker. This will get you back on track.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's like it's a love conquers all type thing.
Oh, I'm about to go check that out.
It's like when she was in the hospital and all that. Literally, that movie. But yeah,
Y'all got so many movies in my head now.
Yeah, it's a pretty dope movie. I think, like, I'm gonna give you something new. Fences.
Yeah.
I think Fences is one of those.
Yeah.
Like,
Fences.
Yes.
That's a personal movie.
Let's talk about Fences, man.
That it hit home. Listen, I was
heavy.
That was that's a movie that like touched me, like just.
Why?
Just cause that was me and my daddy at a point, dog. Like
you and the son. I mean, like Denzel and the son.
Man. Yeah.
Really?
Yes, dog. Like I don't give a fuck about none of you talking about, nigga. Like I don't have to like you. Don't like it was like I really felt like that, but that movie hit home for me, boy. That shit, yes sir.
I feel like for black men, it probably touches you in every phase of your life.
That shit
Because
hit
you could
home
be the
for me.
child, you could be the older brother that's trying to figure shit out and
Yeah.
need some help, and then you could be the man working to try to support his family, but it's not enough.
And he still found time to step out
To
a little
step
bit.
out,
Yeah, but
yeah.
boy, listen. Nigga give you everything, bro. That's a good movie, dog. That's a good fucking movie.
And then going back old, but like a classic, The Color Purple.
Yeah, I love that. That's,
I think like people don't even realize like that movie gave you so much too.
Yeah,
like,
I actually want to go back and watch that.
I feel like I watched
now
Color Purple
because
too early.
because I'm
but
older.
I watched.
Yeah.
I done watched it from 1 to now.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same. I love it.
But so I probably watched it when I was like 10, and then again at 16, maybe at 20, but at 34,
34, yeah.
the way I
You
see
get-
the
you
world,
get
I like to
different.
see, because even just watching the new one that came
You
out,
watched that one?
yeah,
I ain't seen that one
yeah,
yet.
it was much better than I thought it was gonna be.
Okay.
Yeah, much better.
That's good.
But like even I know they touched a lot of the same topics, but just like thinking like, damn, I didn't see it like that. But because I have this 34-year-old perspective, I can see differently, and I know the first one was a lot deeper than this one. They had to try to rush through stuff because they were trying to sing and shit.
Oh, okay.
But the first one they got into some deeper shit. So I like to
But
kind
not
of.
even in that one, it didn't get as deep as the book.
You read the book?
Yeah. And
Yeah, I ain't read
I
the
had
book.
trouble with those things.
you know, like I saw some people like making a big deal about Steven Spielberg being the director of the first one. And I was like, bro, chill.
Why?
Yeah, like
The nigga directed
you
a
got
great fucking
you got
movie.
everything you needed from that film. You know what I'm saying?
He directed a great fucking movie.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I say
People
my
are
honorable
racist.
mention. Man, I got a bunch of them that could just fall in that honorable mention. Man, fuck it. I know they're gonna sound like much, but Armageddon.
Yeah.
That shit,
Yeah.
that was a
That was a
fucking
good movie.
Yeah, that motherfucker gave you everything you needed.
It's funny because if you look at it now versus like today's CGI and how they make things look
What's the
so
name of
real,
that
but you
shit?
look back at that, you're like,
Yeah.
that shit looks so fake, but it
Yeah.
still was
But it was
a
just a
deep
good film,
ass
yeah.
good movie.
And
yeah.
it, like the cast on that bitch was
Star studded.
yeah. And they was young.
Yeah.
They was young. But yeah, definitely a good film. Definitely a good film.
What made you ask that question
What about the films?
about movies?
Just to let them get to know us.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we talked
I
about
could go Troy.
y'all.
I never watched Troy all the way through.
That's one of my favorites.
Oh, all the way through.
That's
The
one of my
Troy
favorites.
is
With shit on the same tip, Gladiator. I can fucking watch
I think
Gladiator.
Troy was
Troy.
different for
Troy,
me.
yeah.
But see, I ain't watched it though, so I can't.
Yeah,
I
Troy
can't
was so, like,
compare.
Troy
you
was that
would
guy.
love Troy.
Yeah.
That's funny that you say you didn't watch it all the way. You would love Troy. Yeah, it's
Okay.
yeah.
I feel like Troy and 300 ride like that for me. The first 300.
300 cool, but that Troy was just so real. Like it was that to me. 300 more, like you know.
The second one was like that for me. The first one was like
The second
first one-
300 was, I went down for
Yeah,
it.
ain't
it
even
was too
watched that
much.
one.
The
Yeah,
first
it
one was like I'm about to go get my workout on and
Yeah.
grow a tail and be nice.
They woke that nigga up to come fight. Man, listen. That
In
nigga
Troy?
was a
In
key.
Troy?
Yeah, that nigga was
Yeah,
a
that nigga was
motherfucker,
different,
dog.
dog.
That nigga,
That nigga was
Achilles
different.
was, hey.
That man was he was born and bred to be a warrior.
Yeah.
That nigga was a motherfucker.
That was
dog.
all his job
Like,
was.
that's-
Like he wasn't even from when he went with them to fight.
He wasn't even
from
and
there.
he ain't even like them niggas.
He didn't even like them.
He ain't
They
even
just-
like
yeah,
the
like,
team
we
from
just-
the first scene that he fight for.
Can you come in and just
Like, can you just support us?
I
They
just
had a
come in to
little
be a
ass
warrior.
goddamn little crew. You feel me? They had a whole
Achilles
army.
did?
Yeah, them niggas ain't feel empowered until
He got-
they
he
saw
showed up.
Achilles. It's like us playing, right? And we play and Gio show up. Or you
or
show
me
up.
show up, yeah.
Yeah, like that's what, no real shit. That's what it is. Oh, okay, all right, we good. Nigga, y'all
I've
could
been
have
on
been
my
doing the
khaki
same shit that y'all
Same
was already
blade.
doing, just the
Bro.
presence.
Bro,
Man.
when I went on vacation and we played GA Raiders, I was like, these motherfuckers lost to GA Raiders. But I'm
Yeah, I
like,
wasn't there either.
it makes a difference
Yeah, yeah.
not to be cocky, but when I show
No,
up,
yeah,
it's different.
yeah. It's
And
a whole different mindset.
It make a
with
lot of them
everything.
guys
Yeah,
feel-
step up.
They like, oh wow,
It's no, it reduces the pressure on them because they know Wally's gonna take something. He either gonna make a play or he gonna take the attention.
Or even if you don't, like I felt like today you didn't do shit, but it was plays being made that I don't think like it was like a let me show like nigga I'm supposed to be here.
And I, honestly, I stood back for that reason. I would go and talk to guys and tell them something, and then just let them do their thing.
Yeah.
Like, I want them. I want these guys honestly to feel comfortable.
JD was a big help today too.
Don't worry about me.
Yeah.
Like if I'm not on the field, if
That's
I
how
put
they
you
feeling,
in,
too.
go to work.
I think you got that squad. I think this is a good group that don't give
That's
a
personally
damn.
how I was feeling today.
Yeah.
I was like, man,
Wallace stepped out. I gotta
just
step
wanna,
up.
Nah,
Put the side out.
I just want these. I just got to show a couple of these youngins, man. Especially after the young boy had elbowed me in the mouth. I was like, what if my tooth had came out? No.
He said, get your
Nobody
weight
had
up.
any milk out
He said,
there.
get your weight up, little man.
No milk.
Nobody had any milk to put my tooth in.
He said, get your weight up, little man.
Yeah, and then I was like, man, I don't even know who child this is, but I'm definitely about to test y'all health insurance. And then they was like, nah, he a kid. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, not like,
Yeah.
that's how I felt. Cause like, don't hit me in my mouth. Like, why was going that hard?
Like you tried to hit me in my nose the first time I met you.
Yeah, no, I think you did something. I think you ran into my elbow or something, didn't you?
Oh, okay. I ran into your elbow.
That's how I felt.
Hey, I was trying to jam the shit out of Wilder. I was all outside.
You wanted it bad, like old boy from Kansas City.
No, for real.
Yeah, he did me like that one time too. Yeah, I don't think he was there. I don't think he was. Nah, he came down and did the same
You
shit.
removed him.
Yeah, man.
I don't know how to talk about it. He saw his face, man. Listen.
I wasn't, I ain't say nothing, man. That's my dog.
Yeah. Hey.
I would never do nothing to her.
So look, honestly, I kind of like the idea, understanding like why your favorite movie is, what your favorite movie is. So y'all throw y'all top 3 in the comments, but why do you lean that way?
All right, all the hood movies. Paid in Full,
Billy,
Billy,
I'm
Shoppers.
straight.
Menace to Society,
You like Chirac?
Shelters.
I say you like
Boys in the
Chirac.
Hood. Huh?
You like Chirac?
I never watched that movie.
No need.
I know.
Okay.
When I saw the character, I know. But yeah, I'm talking about the real.
Got you.
when it was
Love
getting
Jones.
That's a great.
all the
Man,
movies were so toxic. All the black films that were, even the love ones, was just as toxic as they wanted
Best
to be.
Man Holiday got me too.
Oh boy,
That got me. That
Man.
got me. That
You
got
cried.
me.
boy, what
That
that
got
funeral?
me. It
I
got
was
me.
like, I was there.
It got me. Yeah.
I was there.
Nah, it wasn't even a funeral.
It was when
they
he
found
broke.
out. And
Now,
when
to
he
me,
broke,
when he broke after the funeral,
Yeah.
Nia Long fucked me up. Cause she was good. Like,
Doing
talking to
everything,
her friend.
yeah.
Cause she just had found out. Like, okay, get in the bed. Honey, I couldn't even enjoy her being in the tub. Nigga, the way she would cry, I was like, oh Lord, I gotta go to the bathroom. Listen. Boy,
to me,
oh, fuck me up. Yeah, he broke
that
down.
part when he broke,
when they came to him at the game.
I think I was good through that part. The part, I think because it was when they started to lower her into the ground. That makes it so final.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I think that hit me different because it was like, man, like to see a man who been strong through everything up to this, because he know like this is just how I was thinking. Like, this man, his forever is gone, or the person that he had decided to spend forever with is gone. So like,
And his homeboy had fucked.
Well, goddamn. I guess we
That
did
was
have
the
to bring
that
that.
was the first movie.
So look,
I guess we had to bring
if that
that.
situation happened to you, how you responding? And you know what you've been doing.
This ain't.
Yeah.
This ain't. And I used to be like, man, I ain't goddamn fucking with nobody. Like, but it's like that shit. I feel him. Like, that shit was just. It was what it was. I can't help that who I'm in. Like, I'm in love with this girl. I want her, but that shit was. Cause you can only imagine, what the fuck he was doing. That
But why
was tough.
imagine?
Yeah, why? No.
You can't control it. You can't control your mind.
No, you can pull yourself out.
You gotta switch that imagination. Like that nigga was trash.
You can pull yourself out of that.
Yeah, you can.
I'm not. Bro, that's one thing I realized. I'm never going to torment myself.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it was.
That's why I don't go through phones. You think I'm about to walk myself into a torment?
That's what it was.
Y'all can have that,
into
bro.
jail.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's like I'm not about to do that.
So let me ask you this: if you were 20 years old and your one of your best friends' girl opened it wide open for you, what you doing?
20 years old, nah. My loyalty was different to my niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like a nigga I'm cool with, but
what
like how close they was.
What you doing?
I'm not.
So in high school, I used to say, me and my homie always talk about this shit. Like, bro, you fucked up. So in high school, I'd be like, bro, if your girl try to fuck me, I'ma fuck her. But I'ma tell you after to let you know that this hoe ain't shit. But I'ma fuck. They were like, bro, you can't just miss out on that one piece of pussy. No, she tried.
Sorry, folks.
Listen. Shout out to Brandon. That nigga said, boy, I never forgot that shit. I said, nah, I wouldn't do that shit. Like when I got to college and shit, I'm like, bro, no. You just tell and goddamn just make sure they don't eat. Like, bro, that hoe, she tried to fuck me. But when I was in high school, I was like, nah, I'm getting that pussy. And then I'm gonna let you know, like, your bitch fucked me. Like, so she ain't shit. Like, damn, bro.
Handle that shit over there. You was like, handle that shit over here. It ain't got nothing to do with it.
No, I was gonna tell him
I did what I was supposed to do.
Yeah, but I wasn't gonna not fuck then. Like, nah, she wanna fuck me, I'm fucking. But
yeah, I can imagine.
My boy don't know after, like, hey,
She
I just
worth
fucked
for
the
shit,
girl,
yeah.
bro. So she ain't worth a damn.
Nah,
so,
I ain't giving a fuck.
I changed that mindset. It ain't worth fucking.
Yeah.
It ain't worth fucking.
Yeah.
I definitely was like,
I'm a pass.
yeah. At 20, I'm passing.
Yeah.
17, 18, 19,
She
yeah,
taking
16,
her down.
17, 18.
Taking her down.
Yeah, I was fucking. And I made it known. I told them. Them niggas like, bro, what? You can't? No, I can't. I said,
Man,
so I used to be like, you want me to not get some pussy? Nigga, you gonna leave her anyway. So
Y'all not gonna get married. It ain't your wife.
Like when I tell you she tried to fuck me, you gonna leave her anyway. So now I ain't
done
getting the
missed out.
pussy and you left her. Come on, man. But that was,
Man, I
immature
remember,
thinking.
I remember I saw this girl walking across campus. That motherfucker was so tough. Man, like 2 days later, seen her with my nigga. And I was like,
Can't do nothing but congratulate him at that point.
she looked, cause I ain't even say nothing to her, but it was like we had like the next, like I saw her across campus. I like told my boy, I was like, bro, she bad as hell. That's gonna be my girlfriend. We laughed about it and shit. Saw her the next day. I had called her, I said, hey, you probably gonna be my girlfriend one of these days. She started laughing. She was like, not that my boyfriend don't like it. I was like, I respect that. Then I saw her boyfriend, well, I was like, got it. But when I saw her with him, I just was looking and she looked at me and she kind of smiled and shit. We laughed about it later in life.
Yeah.
But
When she was your girlfriend.
no, she wasn't my girlfriend then either. But
Yeah.
it was crazy though. But I was, you know what I'm saying? It was. I don't want to say weird. It was just like because I wasn't really around him to be around
man,
her.
listen,
But if I saw her out, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you a funny story. My best friend, his wife now.
Oh, not Robin's wife. Okay.
His wife now, she was new to our school. We had the same homeroom, right? I got her number, high school.
Yeah.
I got her number in homeroom. He got her number later that day. But you know, of course, after school we talking. I was like, man, I just got this pretty ass girl number. Homeroom. Told her name. So I come back. I was like, nigga, you talk to my homeboy too. Like you ain't shit. Nigga.
Yeah.
But they married now. Like so, you know. But she ain't know she was new. Like she ain't fucked both of us. It was just like the first day of school type shit. But yeah, that shit funny as fuck. Though. I was like, God damn it, nigga.
How she responded to that?
She just laughed.
Yeah. So look, I asked that question because I if you say yes that you would take down your homeboy's girl, and at some point in your life you probably would have. You said you would have.
Yeah.
It could be a bad decision. Mm-hmm. It could be something that you could potentially regret or destroy the friendship. Taking that to a broader scale in life of making bad decisions, how do you deal with the results of bad decisions, but then also come back? Chill out with the mic. Then you come back. from those bad decisions. So let me put one out there. All right, let's just look at some grown folk shit. You make some decisions on some financial things. You buy a bunch of tennis shoes just because folks buy tennis shoes, but then you buy them on a credit card, which you can't pay back. Which now you have an extremely large amount of debt that is sitting that you can't reduce because of course, you couldn't pay for them when you got them. You can't pay for them now, and then that affects your credit score. Like, you recognize that you made some bad decisions based on what your life landscape was. How do you what is your thought process in coming back from making some bad decisions?
But don't put me in that position with sneakers. I'm gonna just give you another bad decision.
Cause I'm buying my sneakers.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy them. I think
I'm not gonna eat.
I think the biggest part of that. I think the biggest part of that is one, owning your bad decisions. Yeah. Like, first and foremost, it's kind of like with any other, like, I hate to say a 12-step program, but first, like, just with anything else, you want to own whatever it is, because that way you can move forward. Whether it's sitting down and coming up with a plan, as it pertains to something dealing with finances, you can sit down. Hey, where can I cut back? Where do I need to cut back so that I can get ahead? Or sitting down and recognizing that you messed up a friendship. Yeah. Now, knowing your audience, right? Is this friend the type of friend that I can go to and be like, hey man, I messed up. Can we sit down and talk? Or do you need to let them cool off for a while? Or whatever it is. But I think the first major step of any of it is to own your fuck up. I think that's the, like, as we sit here, I think that's the manly thing to do. Yeah. The adult thing to do, I guess, especially as it pertains to the ladies, it'll just be owning your shit. You made a bad decision, own it, so that you can go forward. Because I think sometimes people like get into this whole, well, I fucked up, so what? And then you never actually address what you did. Yeah. You never address how you fucked it up, what you did to fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're not gonna take the steps to say, I messed up and this is how I messed it up, chances are you're gonna mess it up again. Because you're not even ready or willing to admit to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That tied back into that conversation we had a couple episodes ago about, like, even though this person, let's say this man, steps out, coming back to the community of our relationship is, why did he step out and what was either one of our parts? And being able to acknowledge that even if you are the offended, what was your part in it? I feel like that still comes back into the same space of acknowledging the truth and then now develop a plan and then executing the plan so it won't happen again, ideally.
Yeah, and I think depending on what the situation is, it may not even, the planning portion may not have to be as extensive. Yeah. Because you may know what it was. You know how I know how I fucked up. I just know not to be in that place anymore. You know what I'm saying? But
see, that's part of the plan, because my natural routine is to do these things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it may not be as extensive. Not necessarily saying that planning doesn't happen, but it doesn't have to be like I sit down and start to write things out. Because sometimes making those bad decisions can literally, it doesn't necessarily have to be decision making, but it can just be setting better goals. So I think sometimes writing things out and making it plain can make it easier for your brain to process and hold on to it. But sometimes it doesn't have to be, like I said, as extensive. It's just like, I knew I was wrong when I went in there, boy. I knew when I went to that club that night, I knew I shouldn't have been in that motherfucker, because I saw who all was under that post saying that they was gonna be there,
and I knew how I was feeling.
Because I hadn't masturbated that day.
Get that one out.
Because I hadn't jacked off that day. Exactly. So I knew it was gonna be a problem. You understand? So I think the planning portion after the bad decision is depending upon how bad that decision was, what the situation was, and the extensive damage that could have been done, how you go about fixing, saving yourself, getting whatever, you know what I'm saying, going forward. But I think the biggest thing is here is what I messed up. Yeah. Now let's figure it out.
You got it. When I asked that question, did any instance in your life pop up?
Nah, not necessarily. But we done made a lot of fucked up decisions.
So what's one that you feel comfortable?
I think like what he said, it's just owning it, right, and then working from there.
Yeah.
Shit, I bought 2 cars when I couldn't afford them, but I felt pressure because having a new baby, like we needed a bigger car.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a great financial decision. Like it was like my first time in this process as an adult. I was young, 20s, but still as an adult. And the shit bit me in the ass. So I think now it's just like just being able to work yourself out of your problem, right? So now I know I need to focus on probably making an extra payment because I can now, or doing certain things towards your problem, like, but owning it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know at the time, like, it was a fucked up decision, but at the time I'm like, hold on, we got fucked.
Yeah. Did you bought them the same day?
Same day.
Did the car salesman know that you all were buying 2 cars, car salesman?
That's how we bought the cars, because of the salesman. I let them sell me a car instead of buying a car.
You could have went the road of blaming them because they knew. I mean, they saw once your credit score come back, they saw what's going on. They know what they bought. They just trying to get the car. You could go into a space of blaming them. But I think that's where people have to take the second and what is my responsibility?
I wasn't knowledgeable enough.
Exactly.
I didn't walk in there knowledgeable enough. So yeah, I could be like, man, they fucked me over. They did fuck me over.
You got walking there like
that's their job.
You got walking there like Bill Cosby with your sweatsuit on. Like, nigga, I don't got no job. You know, remember that nigga, I literally watched that episode yesterday morning, G, before I went to work.
I didn't see that.
Them niggas went to go buy a station wagon.
Yeah.
Because the other one was dying. It was just on his last leg. And Sinbad was the fucking salesman. And this nigga walked in and cause Theo was going with him. So Theo got up and got dressed. He put on all he want to be smooth and shit.
Look good.
He was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
He was like, we going out to buy a car. He was like, go change your damn clothes. But he ain't changed. That nigga had on some sweatpants, sweatshirt, put a little fleece on top of it, had on a skull cap, literally went in there. So he was like, he was selling them. They was like, what do you do? He was like, I work.
Yeah.
I work. Another dude came in, Dr. Huxtable.
Yeah.
Doc. He was like, man, don't let this man, what you got this on for?
Yeah.
He wearing designer sweaters and shit.
Yeah.
That man was like,
quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that shit. It wasn't no, and it was like, what's the man name? Gilbert Godfrey.
Yeah.
So you know how loud, I don't know if you know that white dude. Like, you have to look him up. Gilbert Godfrey. Super loud, bro.
Yeah.
Like, loud for no reason. Like, he just breathing, like,
just loud.
like shit just be loud. So, but he was like, oh, Dr. Huxtable, man, what you wearing this get up for? Like, he wears designer sweaters, man.
Yeah.
Them sweaters what, like $400 or $500 a pop? Like, everybody like, everybody in the whole dealership looking at him now. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Killing it, like in the 80s, you know what I'm saying? But it was literally what you were saying, like I ain't trying to go in here and spend this type of money.
Yeah.
Nah. He ain't have a chance.
Yeah. I just didn't know. And so now I've dealt with it. Buying a car way longer than I was supposed to.
Yeah.
But that's just you live and you learn. But that's why I said I think I was talking to y'all like nobody ever be able to sell me a car again. Ever in life.
You gonna buy a car?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a car. You won't be able to sell me a car. I'm gonna go in, and if I want this car, I'll get this car. If I don't, I don't. Like, so yeah.
That lesson actually kind of brought me with the mindset of Troy. Like Achilles, I imagine he showed up to war with whatever he needed to defend himself. I feel like that when we go into situations like car dealerships or people that probably can be sell us something, we have our defenses, our sword, our shield, it's our knowledge. If you can go in there and take a second just to look at some YouTube videos and learn what you can about the situation, it's gonna help you defend yourself a lot better because they'll take advantage of it.
And it was a desperate situation, and they took full advantage of it.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, I was pissed when I bought my first
And
car.
I think sometimes,
I was about to fight that man.
Shout out to him.
bro, I think sometimes we go in and we give them too much information.
Too much.
Exactly.
So you go in like,
But that's something that you learn. Like,
of course.
we got to get a car because we about to have this baby, and we
she
down to
got
one vehicle.
Mine about to
and-
be on his last.
Yeah, and I shouldn't even got one. It was just like, well, we could do this deal, we could do this. And I'm like, damn, that dude.
That sound good.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got me.
And then when you leave, they like, hey, we fucked them.
Yeah. They was super nice too.
Yeah.
With the car situation, I'm like I'm a stalker. With cars, I'm like a stalker though.
Yeah.
Like I'll watch it, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I go on this thing called Car Gurus.
Yeah.
And like they tell you if it's a good deal, if it's a bad, if it's a fair deal, everything, right? So, and then they also show you other vehicles like this are going for this much money. This one is below by this much. This one is above by this much. Like, so I'll go in and stalk the shit out of a car. And then I go, like you said, with the knowledge. But even then, I'll go in and be like, man, I'm straight. And I'll leave.
Yeah.
Like, especially, like, cars ain't something that people just snatching off the
Hell
lot.
no. Both Cardinals higher than the motherfucker, couldn't really afford them. But it was, listen. Yeah, it was.
Okay, so how did you all, and I assume you all have come back from that since then, since that was your 20s. How did y'all get back from it?
God. But no,
That is part of the 12 steps, ain't it?
but finances got better. Life got a little better, and we're more knowledgeable now. Like I learned from that. Like, all right, bet.
Like, you realize as my credit score go up, I can get this car refinanced.
You got me. Like that, and that's just pretty much it, bro. It was an expensive lesson.
I think part of
That's where
coming
you
back.
learn the most.
Yeah. You never forget them. I think part of coming back from poor decisions, bad decisions, is increasing your knowledge. Even if it's increasing your knowledge about yourself, your awareness.
Sometimes it's just through that situation.
Yeah.
You ain't even got to do no extensive research. You learn it on the fly. Like, yep.
But you take that time to see what the truth is and what can I learn, so next time it come up, I'm more prepared, or I'm more prepared to defend myself if it shows itself.
Can you think of a situation where you had that you made a bad decision and had to kind of come back from it?
Yeah, this is actually really minor, but I feel like it was huge. It was an example of my poor communication and my fear to communicate and my emotions. So when I left Ottawa, they offered me a deal like probably about 3/4 through the season. And I was like, nah, I'm going to try to go back to the NFL. And by the time the season was over with, it was silent going to the NFL. And the quarterback from Ottawa called me. But I was kind of irritated that they wasn't, like, the GM wasn't calling me. I was kind of irritated with him as a quarterback. I was kind of irritated with just that season. We went 2-14, but it was the inaugural season. It was the first season.
Yeah, I got you.
It was the first season they had in 20 years.
All right.
But I was in my feelings. I didn't know what I was gonna say, and he called me. I didn't answer the phone. He called me again. I didn't answer the phone. I believe if I would have answered that phone call, I would have been back in Ottawa, because he was trying to develop a receiving core around him to go into the next season strong, and he wanted me to be a part of it. We had kind of talked about it before I left, but I was just in my feelings.
You had hair then. You wasn't the same nigga now.
Yeah, I was a little different. Yeah. It was on my head, not on my face. Yeah, you said dumb as fuck. But as small
Cloudness judgment.
as small as not answering the phone call was, it ended me getting a minimum salary going into Edmonton as the fifth American receiver, which now puts me on the threshold of either not playing, or even putting a push back on the practice squad. And I really feel like not answering that phone call was the genesis of my demise in the CFL, because I would have been one of the top 3 receivers on that Ottawa team that end up winning like 12 games the next season. But in my ego and my lack of communication skills, my emotions, I didn't connect with who I needed to connect with in the time I needed to connect with them. It put me in a bad situation, which we won a Grey Cup that year, but I played like 6 games. I had like 17 catches, and I finished the season on practice squad.
Yeah.
So that's going the wrong direction.
So you're not that good.
And on the field that you step on, I'm great.
I was on the field today. You weren't that good.
Okay, we'll see. But I feel like that's a decision that I made that was poor, that led to the demise of what I was trying to do. And I'm not saying that's the only thing that made me become, I guess, leave out the CFL. But I feel like that was the start of it.
So not answering that phone call was
a poor decision. And then coming back from it was, I got to the point where I was able to accept that I made the decision not to connect back to a place that had drafted me in that expansion draft. Gave me a chance to start in the CFL. I had 58 catches that year. I was the leading receiver on the team that year. So I'm like, I decided to let my emotions and my feelings push that away and go do something else when it was right there for me.
Yeah.
So me coming back from it is acknowledging that and not working on my communication skills, checking my emotions, being aware of the whole situation instead of just like what today is, and then make better decisions to climb back and on this new path I've been on.
Damn decisions, man.
That motherfucker, but you don't know that until
them emotions.
So you make it.
Yeah.
Them emotions.
Man, I would.
That's a good song.
Yeah. Tiny decision, but it had some monumental impact.
Yeah.
What about in relationships? Same thing though, right?
Shit, relationships is everywhere. You talking about love relationships?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've made some poor decisions.
Can't do nothing but learn from them bitches.
Yeah, and I feel like that's one of the things that I'm like, we have to take that time in our 20s. Cause the goal is really, you gotta learn yourself. You're gonna make dumb decisions. You're gonna do shit. But the big thing is you learn it. So when you step into something that's real, that you want to last, you already know yourself. You know your pitfalls. You know when you're feeling a certain way. I need to go let that thing off so I don't go do something stupid.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But we like to jump into shit and be like, oh, this is probably forever. When I don't even know who the fucking mirror is.
And that's what I was going back to. What you said at first, like you got to find out who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
Like So find out who you are.
Yeah. I don't care if the shit feel good at 19, 20, 24.
You look good.
Man,
you look good. It feels good.
Learn you to the max.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you make bad decisions?
Absolutely. All the time. Just do them quietly.
You see this paint?
We turn the sun off. It's a whole different situation.
That was for wise. I don't give a fuck. I don't know no difference.
He don't know no different either.
I'm the colorblind one.
He don't know no different either.
That nigga got the problem. He can't even see color. Oh shit.
But nah, I definitely made my share of bad decisions, and I think acknowledging them was like the biggest part, because it'd be like your pride to have you like, I don't really see what the fuck I did wrong.
Yeah.
Especially when you're young. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, that was all on them. If XYZ hadn't happened, I wouldn't have had to do that. That type shit. Like still putting it on somebody else.
Right.
So, I've definitely had my day. I made some bad decisions, and the one thing I learned the hard way is, even with those bad decisions, you still can pull some learning out of it, and
every time,
and find some silver lining, and be able to like go off into like, all right, I'm gonna put this in my tool belt. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of my biggest things. Like my grandfather taught me that. Like find what you can get out of it. Even when you fuck up, find what you can get out of it and move forward.
What you learned from having sex with somebody you shouldn't have had sex with?
What did I learn?
This is really like, I'm trying to think about a bad decision that I've made. Like you had sex with somebody that you like, I shouldn't have done that.
What I've learned is what we talked about in the last episode. Jack off and go to sleep. Jack off and see if you still want to call.
Yeah.
Jack off.
Man,
Listen.
I ain't got nothing to do with fucking. Hold on.
Yeah,
What do you mean? You said what?
So like
After shit, you just don't fuck no more.
okay, what do you learn about yourself though? Because do you think you knew before?
I was drunk. That's the only thing I learned. Now I'm drunk. Now I'm sober. Goddamn.
Oh, you ain't never fucked when you wasn't drunk?
Something that
you
I
weren't
shouldn't have
supposed
fucked.
to? Yeah. Like let's say look at it like this. She had a whole lot of feelings. You didn't necessarily match those
You
feelings.
went on the same page, yeah.
But you know, I want to fuck, but you know what happens when you fuck.
Yeah.
And you fucked.
Yeah. That's some instant regret. Yeah.
Like that was how I learned the lesson of like women with sex is tied to emotion.
Right.
Whether yours is or not, theirs still is.
Yeah.
So if you can't get on that page, or if you can't find a woman who can somewhat create that separation, then if y'all ain't on that page, you could be taking yourself down a dark, scary road.
Fucking headache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you check that? How you confirm that we're on the same page? Because just saying yes, I done been down the road where we just doing this, and then emotions and now some shit.
Well, that's on them.
That's on them.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I can take that.
Yeah.
I think that's still communication.
That's on them.
Like it,
When she feel like it's
That's like
changing.
communication on her end. Because
Yeah.
if I say, okay, this is where I'm at with it, and she say, well, okay, I got you, me too. And then after, it's something else. Hold on, baby. We definitely had this conversation. So I respect your feelings, but you know that's not what I'm on. So
I think are you talking about like the over time it kind of starts to turn into something more, or like even just right after?
Either one. At some instance, it turns into something deeper.
so when it's getting deeper,
Or it was deeper before y'all even had sex. Whatever point it comes where her feelings are strong and emotionally connected to you, and you have sex with her. And your emotions and feelings don't match hers.
Yeah, I think I definitely feel like that's the communication portion.
Yeah.
Like
That shit keep popping up.
yeah, don't fuck.
Yeah.
yeah,
When you fuck, you gonna fuck up.
Yeah,
Don't fuck.
If you can see the apprehension because of the emotion on her side, and you definitely you ain't in that space.
Yeah, don't.
It's best, man, walk away.
Yeah,
Go on, jack off.
Yeah,
Take that time for yourself.
Yeah.
Go light some candles, turn on some soft music, some Kenny G or whatever the fuck you listen to when you jack off by yourself. But do that, cause you about to, and it's really is gonna be unfair on your behalf. Like no matter how you look at it, you know what I'm saying? Like
it is.
it's because you know it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
it is.
You know it. You saw her feel like she fucking sending you these long ass text messages. You replied, "Me too," and shit like that. Like, just walk, man. Come on, man. Yeah, like me. Okay.
Oh shit!
Like, be okay with letting something get by you, man.
That's a word right there.
Be okay with letting something get by you, cause you about to be like nowadays. You're about to be the bad guy in the group chat.
Yeah.
You're about to be the bad guy in the group talk. Yeah, you about to be.
Yeah, that.
Wherever the bad happens, you're about to be the bad in that space.
Niggas don't be wanting to stop though, cause they know what that bitch did last time. Goddamn, like ooh.
It's a no one out there.
But you know that one.
It's a no one out there.
You don't know what that one is.
This
It's
the
a
only
no
one
one
that
out
can do
there.
this to make me do this. Oh shit, that's
Jack-
hard to goddamn.
But
Let's
that's
go.
where that
Jack
come
off,
with a
check
lot
it
of
out.
a lot of maturity.
And wake up and still want them. That's what you said. If you still want it after you jack off, nah.
And now, then you fuck around and have a baby with her.
Oh Jesus
And she crazy. Cause you went in the same space with her.
No,
She
I
like,
mean,
you
know,
roll
man,
over, she like,
that's gonna be without a baby.
She-
and
she-
you fuck. She crazy.
okay,
You know that's
listen,
on you.
okay, no baby. She rolled over, put her head on your chest. She's like, I knew it. I just love you. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Thank you.
No, not sleep.
Go home, work on your biceps. Go home, work on your biceps and chest, man.
So real life. You said you had plenty of experiences where you made a bad decision. What's one that you feel comfortable talking about that you made and then you came back from or had to come back from?
Myself?
You
Man.
motherfucker. Myself. Oh.
Bro, like I went to I went to, and it was a bad decision initially. I went to a school chasing a girl.
Yeah.
I chose a university because this girl was there and I loved her, right?
Yeah.
Not so much I felt like they had a good program for me.
Nigga ain't know shit about the school.
Like I knew a little bit.
He ain't know nothing, but she went there and she said it was nice.
But shit. And she wasn't even at the school. I just was like, I go to school across the railroad tracks. You know what I'm saying? But like I just wanted to be near her. You know what I'm saying? And it was like,
He went to AUM. She went to state.
Other way around, right?
but it was like I was like, man, and I remember like, cause I wasn't even at school. I had signed with them, but I hadn't even started school though.
You was just
I went down there for another workout. Yeah. And that's when I found out that she was cheating. And I was like, man, I don't even want to go to fucking school here.
Fuck this basketball. Fuck this school.
Ink still wet on the paperwork.
Smear that.
Right.
That could have been the best school ever.
Bro, I was
fuck this shit.
Yeah, and it was like I literally had like, man, we was driving back, and I remember I was just looking at it. I'm like, what the fuck you looking at? And they said, man, let's just make the best of it. Let's just go down there and make the best of it. I was like, man, fuck that shit, niggas. I'm telling you, dog, that's the only thing.
What school was this?
Florida State.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She was at FAM. She was
That's
at
why I
FAM.
said flip it.
Yeah. She was at FAM, and I was like, I don't want to go to school there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I go to school across the street, across the tracks. You know what I'm saying? But get down there, man. Huh?
I said that would have been the best of both worlds, but you don't.
Black at Florida State. I would have went to all FAMU shit.
I mean, we went to a lot of FAM. We went to a lot of it. We damn near lived on campus. But it was in my mind. I was just like, man, this was such like I don't like what the fuck I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Because like the people I knew were most of her friends. I knew a couple people. Like I had a cousin that was there, and a guy from my church that I was real cool with. But like I didn't have, you know what I'm saying? Like I knew my roommate was going. I knew my two roommates was going. So I was in my mind. I was like, I'm straight, but like this wasn't the plan. You know what I'm saying? But it was an emotional decision that I jumped into, and it like in my mind it just everything was working out perfectly, right? Like, all right, I'm gonna come down there, cool. Contact this person. He was like, oh, he's not gonna be the basketball coach anymore. This person is. Yeah. And I'm like, that's even better.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna have a tryout.
Perfect.
I'm like, this
for me. This for me.
Yeah.
I go for the first 2 rounds of the trial. He was like, yeah, sign right here. I go.
No, that was back in the day.
Listen, didn't even have to go for the third. Didn't even have to go for the 3rd round. Went anyways, and that's when I found out.
So it's your fault.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, where's the accountability?
Yeah. I guess we call it my fault.
Anyway,
right. I guess we call it my fault.
Peace, so you can be happy.
I know, man.
So you can be happy.
I put myself through that turmoil.
Because if he don't find out, he's still happy, and she's like he don't know.
Hey, is that a lesson for life?
Yeah, like
let that girl cheat in peace.
Let that person cheat.
Ignorance is bliss.
Let that person cheat in peace.
Ignorance is bliss.
So you can live a happy life. God damn it. Because when you find out in the end, now all your shit cut off because you want to be. All right, go ahead.
My feelings were hurt for a little while, but then when I figured out who it was, I was happy again. Because then it was unhappy for him.
What happened?
That was a little dude that was on the practice squad. Yeah, I made that man.
Made his life.
Yeah. You know,
still
you got to deal with your decision.
You still fucked your girl. So.
He had to leave. Only
one of us can stay.
And in in his decision making, he had to deal with his decisions.
He ain't know your girl when he was
No,
fucking.
he knew.
He was wham.
That was pretty much what it was getting harder and harder for him to fuck when he went home. She said, "Please leave him alone."
You a fucking asshole.
No.
Cause like we said earlier, nigga think the worst when they like, God damn.
And I didn't even go to the worst. No, I ain't even go to the worst.
Me, I would think, like, man, that nigga try to trash him.
Yeah.
She just kept coming back though.
He's a nice guy. He say the right shit. I don't. You know what I mean?
Like, no.
He bring her flowers and shit.
To me, in my mind, the first thing I thought was, oh, it's just because that nigga right there, and I'm
and you go. No, that's a fact. That's
So that was the first thing I thought.
Yeah.
I ain't never questioned myself about this shit.
You can't question yourself.
Yeah, but yeah, that was one of, I can say, many. I had them ones where I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. I put some shit. I left my driver's license in the car, got in a whole bunch of trouble.
He told
And
us
like
about that.
my grandmama and granddad used to say, it's easy to get in trouble, hard as hell to get out of.
Yeah.
That cost me a chunk of money to get out of. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, just sometimes just being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Trying to help the audience.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
How'd you get out of that one? You said a whole bunch, a chunk of money.
Yeah, had to pay a chunk of money, and man, just that was back when we still had Southern Bell. Had to get them phone records.
Bell South, ain't it?
Bell South, yeah, same thing. But come my mama went in that bitch and said too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, clearly this nigga's the op.
Yeah. She just ain't know no better. That's all.
It just let me tell everything I know, like. But nah, it was cool. Lesson learned there. You know what I'm saying? Stay out of motherfucking car, man.
Everything a lesson, man.
Everything. You got to find it in there, man.
That's the dime right there. Everything's a lesson.
And I want
even if it was a bad decision, you regret it.
And niggas be scared to be goddamn scared to get out the car. I wasn't never scared to get out the car. And I'm using that as a
So what are we talking about?
it's just
goddamn boys in the hood.
Yeah.
Pulling a tray. Let me out of this motherfucker, man.
Like if you see a decision, like if you see something bad about to happen, you don't, and you know, like niggas still will just be a part of it because they want
it. I'm slow. I got
it's
it.
all right. But yeah,
because it's a
you
situation
seen
like
Boys
that.
in the Hood, right?
Yeah, and I was trying to see. I was trying to see the scene.
Like I know you keep up with a lot of things that be going on back in Montgomery. Have you seen the situation that was going on with the young boys?
I just seen a nigga get shot in his kitchen. Talking about that?
Nah, these was some young dudes, man. These were some young dudes. They were some athletes. Dude. One of the young boys ended up getting killed, and it was just from even prior to that, there was bad decisions being made by a bunch of young men. You know what I'm saying? But a young man was killed. Instead of them, I hate to say taking it on the chin, because who thinks like that at that age?
Yeah.
But they hid the body, they moved the body 3 or 4 different times, and then they tried to set this kid on fire.
Yeah.
But this kid was their friend.
Why are we doing this?
This kid was their friend, and this kid was their friend.
Why you do that?
Why do what?
That. Interrupt that man's story.
I wasn't. I said keep talking. I was showing him what I was talking about.
This kid was their friend, and like one of the
I was trying to
kids,
see if it was the same shit, but
nah. One of these kids was like had the boy all over his page, like they was legit. You know what I'm saying? Like, or what would seem like good friends. Another one was actually sleeping on his grandmama couch, and the other one, they was all buddies. You know what I'm saying? Like, so. Like people was coming out like, man, these niggas that you be calling your friends ain't your friends. Sometimes it takes situations for you to learn that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't, when you 16, 17, sometimes 18 years old, you may not even know that based on what you're doing at the time. You know what I'm saying? It's easier for us on the outside and as we get older to be able to make those types of calls. But like realistically, man, when you 15, 16 years old, all you know is walking through the hallways and talking shit. Like, even if y'all breaking in cars, you don't know they ain't your friends. You ain't never had a situation where they ran off and left you. So you don't know that they not your friends. You know what I'm saying? But like to shoot and kill another young man, and then not, like they say his mom contacted one of the boys and like, yo, what you know? And he was like, I don't know nothing. Yeah. That's when like it's clearly fucking far too late. Yeah. But this is when that lesson is learned. Like, everybody ain't your friend. You know what I'm saying?
What would you tell
your friend?
What would you tell one of those boys that made the terrible decision?
Bro, like I look back at, like I said, a lot of shit I did, I was doing to be accepted by people who really didn't give a fuck about me. And I feel like some of this shit that was going on was like about being accepted and validated and shit like that. Like, you 16, 17, 18 years old, man, you just want, sometimes you get caught up in that whole I just want people to like me type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know you talked about that. I never expect you to get into a car and say, let's go shoot some shit up. No. But it's a lot of young men who are in situations where they are. You know what I'm saying?
I have been in cars that I need to be in because I was trying to be accepted though.
Yeah. So a lot of these young men are out, they fucking doing crimes and shit with niggas to be accepted. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one nigga who making all the decisions and he ain't even no fucking leader. Right. You know what I'm saying?
See, I feel like I was blessed to be with a group of leaders. Like, meaning, like, if somebody wasn't fucking with something, they wasn't fucking with it. You know what I mean? I don't feel like we did nothing because the other person wanted to. If we doing some shit, it's because shit we was all just with it. You know what I mean? If a motherfucker just I feel it. You a bitch. It will joke, but you're not with it. You're not with it. Like
Are you sure? Because that statement of you a bitch, some young men don't want to be considered.
I'm talking about my core group.
Yeah, I'm saying, but even them, if you know they gonna call me a bitch, what if they never said nothing? It's like, I'm just gonna go with it because I don't want to be called a bitch.
Because we've done it before, and they was like, all right, fuck you, I'm out. It's been situations,
opportunities where
that in this joking, like, I feel you ain't with it, and maybe you know what, we might not need to be with it. You know what I mean? Because most of the time we on the same page about shit. Right. Yeah. And if we not, it's like, man, that nigga might be right. Man, this shit, fuck that, I ain't doing it. You know what I mean? You know what? I ain't doing it either. Fuck it. You know what I mean? So I was blessed with a good group of like leaders, I would say. Because it's so many people, dog. So many young kids and shit. Just that same shit. Man, come ride. Damn, I don't want to, but shit, I don't want to seem
I know
like
they
no
want to
bitch.
go do some dumb shit.
I don't want to seem like no bitch ass nigga, so I'm gonna go. And now you fucked. And these be niggas who know how to handle these situations.
Yeah,
you don't.
Yeah,
Cause you just for the ride. And now you the nigga left there with the gun.
Them niggas jump out and run. Your ass in the back seat. To my let the seat up. Let the seat up.
That would be me.
Let the seat up. Oh my god,
you in the back of the you in the back of the MC, like, let the seat up, bro.
That's hilarious, dog.
Bad time, G. You trying to keep that car still rolling though. You can't
shit out of that seat.
You can't even get that shit. Hey, nowadays it'll be the equivalent. Nowadays would be the child lock on. The child lock on. Oh my God, G. I'm not laughing at every situation.
Everybody go.
That is terrible.
That is hilarious, dog.
And then I'm gonna tell you, the leader in me. The leader in me is like, I gotta make sure he good because I know he's gonna tell everybody.
But see, and that's the thing. Like, if you go, you gotta make sure you let that nigga out first because I know what to do.
I'm dragging him by the hoodie.
Y'all better get me.
I'm holding on to your hoodie, running with you, G.
Yeah, go that way.
Yeah.
Okay, like
I'm actually taking him with me because I know he don't know what the fuck to do.
Bro,
I push that nigga in somebody else's house.
That's so fun. I can just see everybody jumping out and that nigga back there.
Car still rolling. That nigga trying to get that seat up. He don't even know how to get the seat up because he ain't never been in the back seat of one of these. He ain't never been in the back seat of one of these. My mama ain't never had a car like this. My mama
got 4 doors.
Hey, 4 doors and the gear shift down here. They don't know how to even do that with this.
Man, that nigga don't even know the back lock broke and that bitch don't open, boy. You not supposed to be in that car. Man, that's so funny, dog. And that shit just
that's all it takes, though.
It's so real.
That's
bro.
all it takes.
Oh my god.
Look, now y'all worried about him. You're like, man, we know he gonna
snitch.
We know he gonna tell.
Oh my god.
I can't go home.
Oh my
Now
god, bro. That's so funny.
I gotta shoot his mama
I
out.
got $33.12. Where can we go with
that's
this?
so funny, bro.
But that's
so funny.
but think about it, like
And true though, like
the bad decisions, man.
yeah, man. Y'all leave these niggas at home, man. For that nigga be
What would you
stuck
tell a
in the
young
back
man?
seat.
Like, we're young, we don't know
that's
shit. But what would you tell about a young man in preparation for the decisions he has to make to prevent making bad decisions?
You said what? I'm sorry.
I said, what would you tell a young man to help the thought process, or what you would need to do to try to prevent making bad decisions? Because we talked about when something bad happens, take ownership, recognize what you did, make a plan, execute. But on the front end,
one of the things my grandma and granddad said stuck with me. It's easy to get in trouble, man. It's hard to get out of. Hard to get out of.
You gotta have something that you fear. I had to go home. Like, bro,
And bro, that's
like my
right
folks.
now.
I'm scared of my daddy, bro.
And that's these kids ain't scared of nothing,
like,
bro.
so
They're not scared of anything. They ain't scared of death. They don't respect death. So you know they don't. If they don't respect their own life, they don't respect yours.
And I had to live because I ain't had sex with enough women yet. It was all kinds of shit.
A woman.
Or any.
or a. But yeah, bro, I was scared of my folks, man. So a lot of shit, my homeboy was scared of my daddy. So like, a lot of shit, bro. I
was scared of prison, G.
Like,
yeah,
this fun and this we bad, right? But nigga,
let me out.
Yeah, I can't go. No, and not even to let me out. I have to make it.
Yeah.
If I die, my daddy gonna kill me.
Yeah.
wake you up at the funeral.
You feel me? Like,
beat you again.
Like, and then it was also like, bro, we were like known in the church and like, bro, can't nothing like this is an embarrassment to the family. Like, I cared about that kind of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though like, nigga, outside is outside, nigga. Like, you gonna be outside, and it wasn't for nobody, cause nigga, I enjoyed outside shit. Like, it was the environment. We enjoyed outside shit. We wasn't no bad fucking kids, but were we in bad situations? Hell yes. It just happens.
Yeah.
It comes with it. But hell no. That's why I always.
What would you tell somebody? A 16-year-old.
I don't know. I honestly don't know, because
like
what I went off of was just the fear of like jail. My auntie told I guess since I was alive, if you go to jail, you're gonna get fucked. I'm not going to jail.
Yeah. That and my mom told me, your bad decisions don't just affect you. They affect all of
everybody,
us.
bro.
They affect everybody.
My family couldn't be like, no, I couldn't embarrass my family like that. Yeah. And it's been situations that I know, like, man, my folks will get me out, and they will. They're all like, hell yeah, like, and bro, we wasn't getting in trouble for defending ourselves. Like, we'll get in trouble for dumb shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I wasn't no stealing nigga, no shit like that. But yeah, man, I was scared. I was scared of home.
You didn't want to run up that driveway.
That driveway looks so far. That driveway looks so far.
You want to run up that driveway that day.
Listen, bro. That shit is so funny, because I'm like, that's really showed me, and that shit might be like, that probably was the easiest theft a nigga could make. But I'm like, man.
Not with that Ring camera sitting right there.
I don't even know if they had one.
They'll put your shirt on.
My neighborhood.
Bro, I was like, these niggas that be stealing, they brave as fuck. Bro, that shit was from right there to right there. But I just saw myself.
Gonna stretch shit up like a long
I saw myself going to get that shit, falling 4 times, breaking my knee, and like Byron just pulling off. And of course, we worked doing it. It was just like man, what if, like, go get that package? You know, we was just talking shit, and he was like, I'm scared. Like, bro, I just felt like a piano was gonna fall on my head. All the bad shit in the world was gonna happen. Just going to get that bitch.
Ain't coming back.
He was gonna make it back. He was gonna make it back. A dog was gonna run out of nowhere.
Fall in the hole.
That nigga got trampled by a giraffe. Bro, what? This is an escaped giraffe.
It was cold.
From Africa.
That's how I be feeling, bro. That's why, like, when niggas used to like take their mama car and shit, and I could drive. I'm like, bro, what if a tree branch fall on this shit? Like, bro, they gonna know. Like, bro, that was my thought. That's how scared I was. Like,
what if you got hit?
It wasn't even that. It wasn't no car accident. It wasn't none of that shit. It was like, bro,
Some stupid shit.
a tree might fall on this bitch. Like, that's gonna be how I get in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. So nah,
So I might as well not.
I'm good.
That's wild.
I'm not stealing the car. I'm not taking the car.
I think you can start by telling that child or that young man something you say a lot is think this through. Anything that you feel like you want to do, just instill in them to take a second and think it through. And then the follow-up is it takes a whole lot more to get out of trouble than it does to get in trouble. So if you think it through and you feel like you're going to get in trouble, you don't know what it's going to take to get out.
What teenagers think they gonna get in? They gonna get caught?
I'm not saying get caught. I'm just saying
get in trouble.
You could get in trouble if you get caught doing this.
Yes. So my rebuttal to that as a 16-year-old would be, I'm smarter than that. Yeah. I'm not gonna get in trouble.
What I'm saying is all I can do is try to instill this. Cause you're just giving them the best opportunity you can. Because if you don't have that conversation, you're leaving it up to the most 100% chance.
I think it starts home.
Well, yeah.
There could be conversations at home.
I'm speaking as a parent to a young man or a mentor that they trust to a young man. Just somebody in a higher authoritative position giving it to a young man. Because at the end of the day, he gonna do what he gonna do.
Yeah.
But I feel like we have to give them something.
I agree.
Like a opening. Like, do you think I'm talking to you as a 16-year-old. Do you think you're smarter than me?
As a 16-year-old? Hell yeah.
You think you're smarter than me?
Yes.
Like, literally, but like, because now you know me, and I know you.
At 16, this is the thought, right? You as an adult, me at 16, I feel like, man, you don't know.
How about, do you know more than me?
No.
I think that, so listen to what I've got for you. You might be smarter.
This the 16-year-old though, brain. This is the 16-year-old brain, bro. Because you may know, like, you may be smarter than me. You may know more than me. But I feel like I know more than you out here. Cause you ain't told me no story about nothing out here, right?
So that's the thing. Go ahead.
So you ain't told me no story about nothing out here. So in my mind, like, bro, you ain't even like that. You don't even know how to move out here. Like, I know what I'm doing out here, right? Not knowing that
you done moved out here,
nigga. Exactly, right? I think those are the conversations, the examples.
So
like
some real life.
For me,
yes,
the lead up, because if I'm a mentor or a father to this kid, I'm gonna give you enough of what I went through so that you understand, oh yeah, like my daddy different. You know what I'm saying? Like, all them tattoos ain't about God. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it's a reason that
I wasn't always in the church, nigga.
Yeah. So I need you to understand, like, I might not have been that nigga, but I was definitely with that nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Something.
So that's why I'm saying, like, if I'm talking to a kid that knows me and knows that I have his best interests at heart, right? That's how I start the conversation. Do you think you're smarter than me?
Yeah, I got you. That's a good opening.
Yeah, so
that's a great opening.
If we start the conversation with, do you think you're smarter than me? And he says, whether he says yes or no, I can assure you that anything you think you're about to do, I probably did it, right?
Yeah.
Because ain't nothing new under the sun, right? I can assure you that even as smart as I was at that age and at this age, there's no way for you to really get away with it. Because
that's a great conversation. But
we barely got away with it then. It's way more technology, so you ain't gonna get away with it.
That's also knowing like
your audience.
knowing that, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just give me and my pop an example, right? I feel like Pops prepared me well through life about women, sex, women, all that's his field, right? Yeah. That nigga never said nothing about no street shit, none of that shit, cause that wasn't him. Right. So I feel like I was well like versed in like and smart in what he could tell me, because that's what I thought about when I was in those. Pop told me about a situation like this. Pop, but on some street shit, no. Like my auntie, and my homeboy, big brother, like. So they used to get in our ass. Mm-hmm. Now I will say that we had some. Shout out to Alex. We had some older kids in the neighborhood that just wasn't even going for none of that. Mm-hmm. Like, nah, we ain't even, you know what I mean? So we had that. And those were good examples. I think that's missing also. The big homie.
Yeah. Because they don't listen to it.
And no matter what we saw them do, nigga, we couldn't do it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, bro, y'all, nah, hell nah. But not understanding, like, that shit wasn't, them niggas wasn't trying to be cool. Them niggas were trying to eat.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, if I don't do this, I might not.
Yeah, my
mama might not eat tonight.
My family.
You know what I mean? Like, so, and we came from technically good homes, right? Cause we had somewhere to eat. We had somewhere to lay. Whether it was roaches or not, nigga, nigga, you're good. You got, especially
they
me
too.
Nigga be like, boy, you got a mama and a daddy, nigga. Like,
out here winning, boy.
You feel me? So I was the most like, non-street nigga ever supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like, but hell nah, we ain't even going for that. And then your mama ain't even finna, hell nah, she ain't finna come around here. Your dad ain't finna be it out. So, we had that too. Yeah. So I think that's a key thing that's missing.
That's missing right now.
Wholeheartedly, because an adult, so my middle brother tell you, he be like, bro, I tell everybody, bro, my older brother raised me. My dad ain't raised me. So, of course, my dad is the one who provided and all that shit. But as far as like life lessons and real talk, that was me, because I was getting it from older guys in the neighborhood or bumping my head on, safely bumping my head. Like, please, I'm not saying that I robbed bank, killed niggas. I ain't saying none of that shit. I'm saying, based off my environment, I was able to do it, you know what I mean, step outside a little more and fuck up, but I still had a safe space, you know what I mean, to come back in. Yeah. Niggas didn't. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And so those guys used to, like I said, bro, nigga cuss a motherfucker, kill a nigga and say, how you doing, Mr. Chris? Like, most respect, pull up their pants, shit like that. Like, it's bro, I think the big homie is missing. Yeah. I think the big homie is missing. Because my daddy could never tell me, hey, man, don't be out here. Because you don't know nothing about it. He grew up in the same neighborhood, and but you.
The crazy thing, because it was a different time. You know what I'm saying? So, like.
And that's why I feel like, I would feel like I'm smarter in that situation.
Yeah. But I think it is a different time. Yeah. So, like, I remember just, like, thinking, especially when I was younger and trying to give my nephew certain things, I was just like, I'm not so far removed that you don't think that I know.
And that's why, going back to our episode, like, something you would want to do, like, I want to be a mentor so bad, dog, because I feel like there's a kid who just needs to understand, like, all right, I could be Mr. Brandon. I could be Mr. Wallace. Like, cause nigga, I could, like, you might be on some more shit, but I know all about this. I probably didn't kill the nigga, but I know the nigga who killed the nigga. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like I'll be able to reach and, like, kind of, you know what I mean, get the nigga over here. Like, bro, you ain't gotta really be that. But if you a square and you don't know nothing about what this young man going, you can't really tell him nothing.
But you can speak from your experience.
You can, but
so
he's not gonna listen to that.
Yeah.
Like I said, all you can do is give somebody So if I came to somebody, because I don't have none of that. But what I would show them is the advantages of different decisions.
But it's people that you can reach that's like what you were, right? Like the shy
Like
kid or the kid who don't think he's enough, or
right. But any young man, whether he's on this side of the tracks or that side of the tracks, my approach, because I'm not gonna say I don't have nothing to relate to you, I'm not gonna talk to you. My approach is I'm gonna show you some things that can give you opportunities. These opportunities can give you the things that you might think you can get right now, and for the rest of your life. Now from there, I can't make decisions, but I can only give you. And my thing is right now, we need to do, as this generation, do a better job of leaning into. Like I told you a long time ago, protect the women in your circle, protect the young men in your circle. Yeah. So if you got to reach to a young man, give them what you can give them, so they continue to hear different, your perspective, my perspective.
That's a fact.
To try to get to a different place.
That's a fact.
So one of the things I said on those questions, the question that you asked is, I want to do all I can and half of what I can't, because I want to be able to, at least if I can't, I can get you in contact with somebody who can. Yeah. Right? So
you say a lot about therapy and shit.
Yeah. So if I can't give you that perspective, I can contact somebody who can, or I know somebody who really can. Who been down that road and got back and was like, hey, that shit, boy, you ain't even built for that shit, boy. Yeah. Like, I went in there as a grown man, I still wasn't built for it. You understand me? So I want to be able to like if I'm, no matter what kid you give me, like, if I can't do it, I know someone who can.
I know somebody who can.
Yeah, I know someone who can. I know somebody who can give you the perspective that'll set off that light bulb for you.
If I meet a kid that's kind of like how you, I don't know what, I don't, like, I can tell him some shit like, hey man, like fuck that shit, you know. But you'll be able to give him a whole different perspective on like, hey, bro, life don't stop right here. Like, do what you need to do right here in order to get where you going. Cause after that, none of this shit matters. When these niggas gonna be working for you. The same niggas that talk, you know, you can give him that speech because nigga, you're that. You were a guy that was here and came out of that and became who you are.
But me as a person who lacked confidence, you as a person who had confidence, you don't think you can reach me?
A kid like you?
A kid like me who lacked confidence. A person like you who has had confidence.
Yes.
Who was able to recognize that I can laugh at myself at a lot earlier age would not have impact on me.
Yes, but I can give the example of me because I've been not caring, right? I don't feel like I can talk to him about his confidence as far as like, you know, we can all say something, but I feel like you coming out of that can give him everything he needs to hear.
So that's what I'm saying.
You know
I may not have it, but I got the resources to get.
Cause how I'm gonna talk to him is like, bro, why do you even give a fuck? But you know why he gives a fuck. You see what I'm saying?
But then for me, like I'm really reflecting back at myself at 16. Nobody asked me why do I give a fuck? Cause then I'm like, just because they care. And then you come back and say, it don't really matter because 4 years from now, 10 years from now, you're not at this place right here with just a stepping stone to get to.
But you don't understand that right then.
But I never heard that.
Yeah, I got you.
So all I'm saying is, give what you can.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
And I like the idea of give half of what I can.
Yeah, so that's reaching out to other people. You know what I mean? Like,
I wouldn't shy away from not because he's different.
Yeah. Nah, hell no.
We have to get back to a place of being a village for people, right? Yeah. Like, because it's easy to think about it in something, let's say tangible, right? Because sometimes the ideas of having different backgrounds is a tougher way to think about it, because it can be like what you're saying, the idea of him having more confidence in, like, what if this was about a trade, right? He was like, man, I just want to learn how to be I really, really want to learn how to be a barber. I'm like, man, you know what? Boy, I cut my son hair and fucked him up. But let me tell you, I got a partner named Brandon, master barber. Like, don't be afraid to say, like, even as an adult, I think sometimes we get caught up in, like, well, I ain't gonna say us.
I gotta solve it all.
Or, damn, I just don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
But we all know somebody who does.
We know somebody that knows somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We do.
Like that's
We
how
do.
we grow our village. That's how we got to get back to a sense of community where we get to a place where we don't mind helping each other and don't mind asking for help.
Right.
Because I think that's where we're losing these boys, because it's people who don't know how to ask for help. It's some moms and some dads that's watching their kids crash out and they don't know how to ask for help. They trying to take, like, you can't take a kid who decided to be in the street to see a therapist that looks nothing like him and resembles people who don't give a shit about him.
Right.
So what do you need to do? He feel like his daddy is square. His mama get on his nerves. You got to get him with somebody that can help him manage that set of emotions, that thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I bet you got somebody that went to your church, and sometimes it just asking for help.
Bruh.
Asking opens the door,
I'm telling
because you go to your pastor, right? He like, look, man, my son is out of control. You didn't even know your pastor had that background.
Bro, my daddy again, for example, bro. I thought my daddy. So it's the background shit. We talked about women. That's like we good. My daddy wear shirt and tie to work every day. Nigga play for the church. He a church nigga. Like he grew up in like. So I ain't think, like damn, pops ain't really about that. A nigga in the neighborhood was fucking with me on my bike, put me in some bushes. Older guy. My daddy got off work. I told the nigga, he had no words. That nigga walked down the street, put them hands on his ass. I was like, oh shit, all right. Nigga, my dad ain't no hoe. Like he ain't no hoe, because that's what I'm thinking. So it gives a whole new respect. Like, you know what I mean? Like it just seeing that, bro, changed a lot for me, right? Because we had never had those conversations or nothing, and that's
Right.
And sometimes that's all you need, like you just said. Nobody was able to tell you that. So, but seeing that was like, oh, I bet. Like, okay, he cool. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, man, examples are what you need, because I know the niggas that I grew up with, and I know what you saying. You would still give them that advice, but them niggas are not gonna want to hear that shit from Wallace, because they gonna ask. They gonna ask. And not saying that they won't take nothing, but when they got a Byron in there based off of, oh shit, like I can come out, like I probably can come out of this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like our conversation, I could tell him, but you could tell that nigga, bop, 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 bop. Nigga, look, oh shit, I bet, appreciate that. Like the village, we need different type of men with different backgrounds who come out of shit to talk to these kids.
Because if we're looking at the old village standpoint, it was a blacksmith. It was a person who
The carpenter.
Yeah, the carpenter. The person who did the weaving.
The teacher.
The person who the butcher. The teacher. The person who, you know what I'm saying. Everybody had a different trade. If I don't know nothing about this, how can I teach you?
Yeah.
I got to be able to go to so and so and be like, hey, my son is looking to do this. It ain't necessarily sometimes we get so, like, we just don't know how to ask for help no more, man. I say this all the time. It's a bunch of niggas laying in the grave right now with a whole bunch of pride.
Ooh, still got that pride.
Still got that pride in their pocket. You understand me? So we got to get back to a place, be okay with our community and just building with each other and being okay to ask for help. Being okay to ask for help with your kids, because, man, we losing these young boys, man.
Nigga,
we losing young girls.
Nigga, this might be minor, but shit, Maddie doing fractions now. Man, Shelby called her teacher friend so far, hey, Maddie doing fractions. She gonna FaceTime me.
But I think
now she good. You know what I mean? Like, nigga,
to me,
if we was like, damn, we don't. Man,
to me, I think women.
Something you're embarrassed about.
I think women do a better job of it, though.
Yeah.
I think women do a better job of asking for help. I think it's us that struggle with saying, hey, man, I need some help. Like, I know I struggled with it for a long time, and I don't have a problem asking my circle, but I think once it gets past a certain, you know what I'm saying, a certain level, it does get tougher for me to ask for help. As I've gotten older, I got better at asking for it, because if I'm in a space where I just can't do it, I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? But I know when I was younger, it was hard for me to just ask for help. So I think we just got to do a better job of that, man.
Yeah. I like that. I mean, I think the big piece is making sure we work towards the sense of community. Give what you can, but go get the rest that they need.
That's it.
Reach one, teach one.
And then go get another one. And I appreciate y'all today, man.
Yeah, man, that was a good talk.
That was.
Good talk.
Good talk. Good talk.
Good perspective. I can't wait to hear yours.
Absolutely.
You, the listener.
So give us comments, man.
Yeah.
Give us comments on this.
I'm gonna look into that probably later on this year.
Mentoring.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely, man. We gotta.
After you get counseling.
Yeah, for sure.
We
Yeah,
might have to
hell
do some
yeah.
stuff ourselves, even if we can't find somebody else to do it. We may have to do some stuff ourselves because we had talked about that, and we're gonna start bringing some of this stuff into
Cause
fruition,
even
man.
like, bro, even with the little shooting, like, no little shooting, but the shooting at McKeitron, bro, like, y'all niggas came to fight, right? That's okay. Like, just fight. Like, bro, like, yeah, that shit.
They killed somebody?
He didn't kill him, but he shot him.
He shot him.
Yeah.
And that nigga that was shooting he was a shooter. That wasn't his first time shooting.
Oh, you saw the video?
Yeah, I got the video.
Always.
But
shit.
I think
That nigga was shooting to shoot.
if you need help, man, ask for help.
Yeah.
Don't try to feel like you got to push through it by yourself. I know we got all these resources, Google and YouTube and all that, but if you need help, man, ask for help, especially with these kids. If you feel like you just can't control them, or you need some help getting them under control, man, don't be afraid to ask a black man that's in your life, or a man, period. I ain't gonna just say necessarily say black men, but I think sometimes we take things a little bit better from people who resemble us,
like us,
and we feel like can relate to us a little bit better.
That's a fact.
Yeah, man, we appreciate you letting us do this for as long as we did it. But continue to go to YouTube and subscribe. Have people go by there and subscribe, man, because clearly we having good talks.
Clearly.
Hit the like button, comment if you got something to give us.
Yeah, because we reading and we learning from it.
Send this one to a black man.
Or hey, even a young boy.
Yeah,
because right now it's tough out here. I know you may need to sit down and make him watch it with you. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But know that we here.
I'd like to have a young man on the show one day.
Yeah, y'all are part of our community, and we're a part of yours. So we don't want you to feel like you out here trying to do it by yourself. And I know you got black men all around you, but we are definitely here for you. And I like one of the friends of the I'm about to say friends of the program.
That's what it is.
One of the friends of the program.
That's your grandmother talking.
I had mentioned going back to school, and she reached out. She was like, "Hey, I know you want to go back to school. Here's some some programs that you can do, and they're accelerated learning." Yeah. And I was like, "Man, I really appreciate gave me a whole you know what I'm saying, a whole list of schools, and then doubled back and was like, yeah, don't do that actually, and gave me the reason for not, and actually spoke to somebody else in their community about what was the best move. So I appreciate that.
Shit.
I really appreciate that.
She trying to marry you.
Nah, that's just that. But you know what? That's just people caring. That's just people caring. Straight up, like that's just people want to see people. That's just people want to see people do better. Like if I want to help somebody's son, if I want to help somebody's son, that mean I want to marry his mama.
Nah, but she want to marry you.
I just want to see him do well. See, that's what we got to get as a community. God damn it, Wallace. All that talk.
Bro,
we did so good for so long.
The nigga is terrible, dog. Like,
he's just a menace. That nigga a menace. If all hearts and minds are clear, go by www.droppingdyme.
I don't know who it is.
Go by www.droppingdymes.com. Dymes with a Y. The new merch. What is looking like?
Fuck it.
I'm about to get up.
Man, fuck it.
3 weeks ago.
All right. New merch. The toasters is on the way. They stuck in shipping. And
chopping down toasters.
If all hearts and minds are clear.
Chopping down condoms.
Them for real.
If all hearts and minds are clear for the evening.
Protect yourself at all times, baby. All love, man.
Man, we love y'all.
All right, y'all.
See y'all.
Peace.
This how I feel.